What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So today, a comment sparked an uproar. Now, I'm going to read to you exactly what this comment said for those of you who may be watching it on YouTube. We wouldn't have low income housing if we had high income minds. I'm going to say it again. We wouldn't have low income housing if we had high income minds. What do I mean by that? So I was taking a walk yesterday and I was noticing nice house, not so nice house. House with bikes in the yard that they didn't pick up after their kids. Houses that had well manicured yards. And I've noticed that in some of the houses that they didn't pick up the bikes, some of the kids were playing in the street. Cars had to slow down. And some of the houses that were well manicured, they had people who kids seemed like they were well behaved. Now, I'm not saying this is the way, the standard, but earlier on Facebook, people have told me that sometimes their boss says, hey, take me to lunch in your car so I can see how you keep your small space. And if you don't keep your small space in your car the correct way, then maybe you're the person that I shouldn't hire. Which lets me even further go down the road of, so is it the inside that is making us who we are on the outside? I mean, think about it. So then, is the poor person actually different inside than a wealthy person? Because here's what happens. As soon as you start talking about the money thing, you get people to start saying, money isn't everything. I never said it was. Why did you just say that statement? It's almost like a person who works out a lot. And then he walks in a room. And then all of a sudden, people are like, you work out? Well, it's obvious the person works out. But they automatically focus in on it. Oh, you work out? Yeah, we work out. I don't work out. Muscle's not everything. It's not all about muscles. It's all about being healthy. Did that person say that it was all about muscles? All that person did was walk in the room with their muscles. They're working out probably for them because they're just trying to stay healthy. And they like the way that muscles look. Has nothing to do with you. They didn't say, hey, you little puny whatever. They just walk in the room. People always focus on the powerful. And it's not even about being powerful. All it's all about is being better. See, some people stop being better and then they start having these settling conversations. It's not all about traveling, but yet they want to travel the world. It's not all about money, but yet it takes money to travel and to help people and to build centers and do this, but it's not all about money. You see where I'm going with this? It's not, you see, if it's not about it, why say it? Because the thing is, the person that's talking about it didn't say that statement. See, we live in this world where we don't understand who we are. We're human beings, people. Do you know what a human being is? It's the best creation known to man. Les Brown once said that the graveyard is full of some of the most talented people in the world. Because there lies the person that could have been an author, the person that could have been a speaker, the person that could have been a poet, the person that could have been the best stockbroker, the person that could have been the inventor. But they doubted themselves. I'm not great enough. This is saturated. I don't know if people will buy it. Nobody wants my stuff. This is a hobby. All this is negative mind. But yet these people will argue you until the sun comes up and down about how they're okay where they are when you never mentioned anything about them. You just said that there will be less low income housing if you have a high income mindset. What is that high income mindset? Another people, an excuse. They didn't teach us money in school. Okay, they didn't teach me money. They didn't teach other people's who have money in school. But that doesn't mean there are chains that are stopping you from learning it. Last time I checked, the library was free. But somehow some people would say, well, people in lower income areas don't usually read books. Okay, so that's saying that if everybody's a crackhead in a lower income neighborhood, then everybody else is supposed to be crackheads because that's the environment. It's false. Most people who become self-made come from low income neighborhoods. See, this myth that everybody thinks that, oh, these people are born with money. No, that's a Let me tell you something. This is why Warren Buffett does not give his kids money. Because he doesn't want to cripple their lifestyles. If you're giving something, where's the struggle? You learn from struggling. This is why you're going to have more self-made people. So the reason why I don't argue back and forth, I just throw the statement out to stir the pot. Whoever it hits the hardest will speak. And usually the person that does the least does the most talking. They complain the most. They have the most, how can I put it? Because here's the thing, guys. It's not that they're talking to you. They're talking to themselves. You guys know how player haters work. We have so many quotes on haters. But who really is the hater? The hater is the person that wants to be better, but doesn't do the work to be better. You see? They want to be better, but they don't do the work to be better. So how do you fix the problem? My thing is this. If you're poor right now, if you don't have what you want in life, it's because you're not doing something. You're given the gifts. You have some of the same gifts that Michelangelo possessed, that Les Brown possessed, that Picasso possessed, but you're not using it. You have 1,000 excuses of why you can't use it. No, money isn't everything. Traveling isn't everything. Family isn't everything. Religion isn't everything. But it's a piece of it. Because let me show you something right now. You see this bottle right here? This little bottle? I'll make sure I get it on camera here. This bottle costs money. You can't walk into a store and say, hey, you know what? I want to get that for free. This is water. You shouldn't be charging for water. Aquafina, the bright minds behind it, said, you know what? We're not going to go out and get product. We're going to take what's already there, make it better, and we're going to sell it to people. Thank God they're not charging for air. But I'm going to end this story with a story of Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki's sister, he wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, by the way, wealthy man, had a sister who was a Buddhist. And the Buddhist philosophy is no worldly possessions. Get rid of everything. And a lot of people say, you know what? That's such a peaceful religion, which it is. To live life and not be attached to wants or needs or things like this. And I said, okay, got it. But she had cancer. Who do you think paid for that treatment? Robert Kiyosaki. The guy who stayed up late nights, wrote books, went on tours, logged in many travel hours just to make a living. And all along the way, some people probably thought he was greedy, selfish, money isn't everything. But his money kept her alive. You see, for those of you who believe that you shouldn't be out trying to work smarter and learn ways to protect your family, let me tell you something. There are a lot of people out there who have did things in procedures, and people said, oh, but the insurance company, we're not going to pay for it because it's considered experimental, or we're not going to do this. prices are still going up. Things are still going up, whether you have a philosophy or not. So it's time to wake up and do what needs to be done. Are you going to suffer? I didn't make up those laws. But why we are so against becoming better? Become better in all areas. I hear people are reasons why they can't work out. Reasons why they shouldn't be working for money. Reasons why this. Reasons why that. It's all excuses, people. If I was nice to you, I would tell you that it was okay. But what is that going to do? It's going to prolong you in your mindset that you're fine. But a lot of us aren't fine. We're living paycheck to paycheck. People, being poor is a disease in the mind. Bad routines. If you were to close your eyes right now and I described a person that wakes up at 5 a.m., does affirmation, does visualizations, writes in a journal, goes to the gym, then after that listens to audiobooks for an hour, right? Goes to seminars, studies marketing, has a mentor. Does that sound like a poor person? But all I've described is a routine. So this is an attack on poor people. No. This is a hand up to saying, stop being mediocre. You can't afford to be mediocre. If you have a problem with me forcing people and trying to get people to be better, then maybe this isn't the place for you. If you want to go to Pleasantville, where everybody's the same, everybody complains about what the government is doing, and medicine is going up, and gas is going up, and prices are getting higher, and these kids are going to be worse than we were, then that's fine. But I don't see success, and I don't see a happy time in that area. I want to be around people who want to travel everywhere, who want to go to Asia, who want to go to Spain, who want to run with the bulls, who want to do things that make them a little afraid, but do it anyway. That's what I want to be a part of. That's why we were created. We have all these interesting seasonings in India and all these other places. Why aren't we trying to learn? We get in these boxes, and this is where racism exists, because people don't know about other people. They freaking freak out because someone is a different color or has a different color hair or whatever, and everything's different is negative to them. This is a closed world. There's no productivity in that world. Right? So you may not understand me now, and you may not ever understand me. But understand this, my intentions are pure. And my intentions is to talk to the higher self. Not the lower self, higher self. Because those of you who think that you don't want to be, you're not where you want to be in life, ask yourself, how much are you really giving in life? Are you giving 100%? Are you giving your best, or is something in your mind holding you back from moving to that next level? So that's all I have to say, good people. Hopefully your weekend and your time is going great. I'm about to go take care of some things, work on myself, which is what I try to do on a daily basis. And I hope you do too. So with that said, good people, thank you. And I will see you on the flip side.